I gotcha. I've already been shooting for over an hour and a half. I thought that this would take like an hour and a half at most. This is where the thing was. So it was in the right hallway, but over here. I gotcha. Hoot hoot. Should be the most important one to talk to, surely. Oh, no need to worry. Both Tim and I are just fine. About the accident. It says the Yanma were so dedicated to their work that it's unthinkable that they'd make a mistake. Sounds like Hoot Hoot trusts them. Hero. It looked like he was in a state of shock, but he was still saying he wanted to do something to help. Your partner is quite the dependable guy, isn't he? Hoot Hoot signal? Nope, it has not. I'm the one who signaled to the Yanma when they needed to start moving, right? Huh. So the Yanma started to move as soon as you signaled them, same as always. Hero said there might have been some kind of communication trouble. It doesn't seem like that's the case. It'll come in here eventually. There's no rush at this point. So what happened during the rehearsal from here? What a mess this has become. Yeah, thankfully we weren't hurt, but Karina's violin was completely ruined. I'm just gonna read every yes as a yeah. No. Responsibility for the accident lies with us. I hope there's something we can do for Miss Mitchell. Oh, the accident. Is there anything you noticed about the accident? No, it did seem like there was something odd about the Yanma's movement. What do you mean? I was checking the footage using this cue sheet, but there was something odd that I couldn't put my finger on. About the cue sheet. I don't know, well, like I said, there's no rush at this point, though. I see that the cue sheet you have has the movements of both the Yanma cameras on it. Yeah, this is the original script that Hero wrote. I guess I'm saying every yes is a yeah now. I give copies up to the staff in charge and then keep it under tight security here. Let's see. Camera 1's movements were shoot from above, move away, shoot from the right, and move in. It says camera 2's movements were shoot from above, shoot from the right, move away, and follow. That's right. Camera should have moved exactly according to this plan. Is this different from the ones that the duos actually had, though? Like, is this conflicting stuff? Can I do this? Am I worried something? Yeah. Hopefully it's fine.
The Yanma made a mistake. The Yanma say they did what the instructions told them to do. So what caused them to crash into each other?
Can I do it? Yeah. That, right? No?
I don't think that's right. You really should check in your case list one more time.
Because I don't know for sure, but I'm fairly certain that, these... No, can I not make it bigger? Hold on. Can I see from here? So it's up, down, hold on. Then to the right. Oh, maybe it is the same. Oh, maybe it is the same. I don't know. I don't know, man. Guess maybe I can't do it yet. Okay. But yeah.
I don't think that's right. You
yeah.
Really should check
so hopefully not too much of a mess there. Hopefully not. Alright, well. Keep on gathering stuff.
Right.
Hey there, Tim. Are you alright? Yeah, we're fine. Sorry I had to get caught up in all of this. I'm glad you're not hurt anyway. The accident? Still haven't figured out the cause of the accident yet. Regardless of the cause, we've still got to take this accident very seriously. Still, I'm glad nobody was hurt. What do you want to say?
You know, maybe you should take a break.
Leave me alone.
Take it from me. You won't get any good ideas if you're tired.
Yeah, I know. But this chapter can't be that much longer.
Hey, Tim.
Something's bugging me. Why are you staring at my case list like that, Pikachu? I just have a feeling the key to solving this mystery about the accident is hidden in the evidence we've already gathered. In that case, let me help too. Let's go over what's in the case list and think things through. So, above, away, right, move in. Above, left, it is different. From the right, move in. That's a above, right, away, follow. Above, right, away, follow. Okay, so it's a conflict in one in the master sheet. Is what I need to do. Okay.
Everyone is thinking that the Yanma made a mistake. The Yanma say they did what the instructions told them to do. So what caused them to crash into each other?
Certainly sounds like quite the thing there. Hold on. These are conflicting. Yeah.
That's right. It seems that someone tampered with Yanma's plan in order to cause the collision. The question is, how did the staff not notice something like that?
Realistically, those instructions are vague enough that
plans?
they could have just not run into each other.
This was an accident at all. In fact,
it's not like they were given exact coordinates to move through.
For us to solve.
Cue-sheets have been tampered with. Yeah, that's what I figured. Emma ran into each other because they were given fake instructions. Why did the culprit do that? Maybe the culprit had some kind of grudge against Karina? He tried to destroy the violin as revenge for something. Revenge, huh? And if it weren't for Keith's mistake, Karina would have been the one caught in the accident instead of me. Could have even be that someone was targeting her directly. Well, let's go talk to Karina first. Gathering testimony from the victim is the most basic step for any investigation.
Yeah. Seems like someone made a fake movement plan to cause the accident. But why?
I don't know, man.
I can't imagine Karina would have enemies, but let's see what she has to say.
Yeah, let's do that. Someone's behind this incident! Felicia made it possible to check the court record during evidence presentation, given Ace Attorney has made that standard since the first game. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can. I just didn't. I had them there, and I was hoping that I could just hit the magnifying glass to see them closer. But, you know, if I do this, and then, no, I guess I can't really check it right now. I think I can if I just open the thing on the side and go through all my tabs for all my evidence and stuff. I'm fairly certain. But I just didn't think of it at the time because I figured with the stuff right there, I should just be able to check the details right there instead of having to go to the proper list and then, you know, check it there. Stuff like that. Which sounds like a pretty cursed mod there. Karina, please listen carefully. Tim, what's going on? I found out that the accident earlier was actually deliberately caused by someone. What? But how? Is what you said true? Please tell me everything. Of course. Or the fake cue sheet. Someone had given fake instructions to the Yanma? Is that what caused the accident? That's right. But who would do such a thing? Why? It's possible that the culprit had some grudge against you and destroyed the violin as payback. About the violin. Just look at the thumbnail. Well, okay then, tell us a bit more about your violin. Of course, my grandfather made it for me before he passed away. It's the only one of its kind. Maybe it's someone who hates grandfathers. Even now, when I get discouraged, I remember the message she left for me on the violin. It helps me feel better. Huh? A message? About the message on the violin. Dear pesky plumbers, the Koopalings and I have taken over the Mushroom Kingdom. Princess is now a permanent resident. There's a message on the violin. I never noticed. Oh, you couldn't have. It's written on the inside of the back plate, after all. Oh, so you can't see it from the outside? No, you can't. Actually, I think the only ones who've seen it are me and Cricketoon, since we used to go play in my grandfather's workshop. So how would the... Didn't you say that you used to read the message to give you comfort?
Hey, Tim,
you just think of the message to give you comfort? The message on the violin, huh? Something on your mind? I'll help Cricketoon pick up the pieces of the violin after the accident. I don't think I saw a message anywhere on the back plate, so someone took it. Could be that you just didn't notice it. If it bothers you, we could double check. Yeah. Alright. But yeah. Here's Karina's violin. It really is wrecked, isn't it? Let's see. Back plate with the message should be this one. I don't see any message written anywhere. So that means this violin is fake. The culprit's goal was to steal Karina's violin. Oh, so it was stolen! My initial hunch was right! The culprit must have tampered with the Yanma's cue sheet so the accident would hide the fact that the violin had been swapped. That's right. They almost got away with it, too. I swear I'll catch this culprit, no matter what. Expose the culprit who switched it, and then we see the video, and then we clear the chapter. So... yeah.
Thank goodness the violins had been swapped.
He doesn't work there. His father works there, I'm fairly certain. And he's just kind of there to look into things, and the detective agency is like, oh, sure, you can look into it, I guess, now. It's the case, but I don't think he's working for them, you know. First, like, officially or anything like that. First things first, we should go tell Karina and Cricketune about the swapped violin. It's kind of like the movie, and that initially the dude at Baker Detective Agency is like, no, don't look into this. We got this. You just chill out. This is too dangerous. But then he does it anyway, you know. But now they're cool. May be able to help us narrow down who the culprit could be. Wait, who's they? What was the last message again? You're right, Pikachu. Karina, the violin there is a fake. The culprit arranged for the accident to happen so that nobody would notice the theft. But then, where is the real violin? The culprit probably still has it. But please, keep this a secret. I don't want the culprit to get nervous and hide it away. Interesting. Literally says a Scooby-Doo reference, but yet doesn't make the whole reference shame. Yeah. Yeah, but, thought about it. I never noticed my violin had been swapped with a fake. But I think the one I used for my performance was the real one. I could tell from the tone. Yeah, Cricketune says so too. Tone of the real thing. Oh yeah, and Cricketune is sensitive to tones and stuff. You'll help us find the culprit. Thanks, we could use your help. Message on the violin. Apparently, Cricketune was present when Karina saw the message too. Cricketune says Karina read the message to it. It said, "My darling Karina, even when I am no longer with you, I will always love you and your music." Swapped violin. Oh, something fell off to you too? Materials seem softer than normal. I see. Must have been difficult for the culprit to get the exact same materials to use. Much more or this, or you're gonna stream, might be able to join soon. As long as this chapter takes. I have to be up at 6 in the morning to head out for work, and it's already almost 11 p.m., so I'm already not gonna be getting a full sleep, and I was hoping this wouldn't take as long, but testimonies we got from the two of them are shedding light on the crime. Really? Let's organize what we know. To get started, let's figure out exactly when the violin was swapped. Open up your case notes. Like, our times with work are, you know, very drastically different here. Ideally, if I want, like, a full sleep, I would already be, you know, sleeping by now, but, I didn't think this chapter would take as long.
Let's try and figure out when the violin could have been swapped out.
First, preparations.
When do we know for sure that the violin was already, a fake?
Well, we know that it was already fake there.
True. By the time I had delivered the violin, it had already been swapped out with the fake one. Now we know when the violin was swapped out with the fake one. But we still need
it's
to
during
figure out
preparations.
when was the last time the real violin was
yeah.
seen.
Yeah, it should almost be done, I hope. When was it the real thing? It was the real thing during the performance.
Now why do you think that?
Because she just said it! Yeah.
So,
like, I put that together without needing this roadmap.
The real violin during her performance. She and Cricketune both confirmed it to be true. And that means
yeah. Just piece it together bit by bit.
Karina finished her performance.
But yeah, I do realize that this is an investigative game that is meant to be, you know, it's something that anyone can play and get through. Now we know when the violin was swapped. What they could have done is just have it be a bit less handholdy, but then allow you to switch the difficulty at any time to easy mode to get hints for those that might be struggling. So something else they could have done, I guess, because it's like, I get it. I know when it was swapped. Now we know when the violin was swapped. Yeah, culprit aimed for the exact moment Karina would not be around her violin. Judging from that, and the tampering with the cue sheet, culprit must have been very familiar with the show. So, the culprit is someone who works here. That's what we need to find out now. Yeah, that's kind of what Anima was saying earlier. What alibis do those involved have? What's your alibi? Yeah, I can't ask about it. After my performance, I went backstage to put my violin there. Hiro asked you to do that, right? You say anyone else while you were back there? I don't remember. I'm sorry. I should have paid more attention. Please, don't worry about it. I suspect Arthur-looking guy.
Be sure you remember what people told
he
us.
hasn't done anything suspicious here. It's just, you know, during the previous day, like before we went to Fine Park, he just seemed like a character that seems kind of sus. I don't want to point fingers, but it may have been Olga who stole my violin. Why do you say that? Are you racist? I mean, well, Olga had asked me a few times before if I would be willing to part with my violin. Of Of course I said no. Of course, your grandfather made it for you. That's right, but it didn't seem like Olga was ready to give up, so she may have planned something like this. Seems Olga has a motive anyway. Can't just decide she's the culprit based off of that. But yeah, let's see here. Just basically the blue computer mouse Pokemon that goes to click on the answer for the pro tag? What? Oh, just to say for it to be like the ultimate handholdy thing? But I don't know what blue computer mouse Pokemon could be though. Yeah, just imagine. It just slowly guides you towards the right thing. You're not an important character, so it's not gonna be you. Like, you don't have a fully developed face, so it can't be you. So, you know, I probably shouldn't bother asking these guys. They're asking the actual named people.
What's up?
You're investigating the accident? Don't overdo it. Thanks. What's your alibi? Where were you during the rehearsal, Keith? I don't think I saw you until right before the accident happened. I went down to a lower floor to call the assistant Pokemon as soon as we found Perugly. And what happened with that? Well, didn't show up, even when the scheduled time came, so I called the office to check. Turns out I'd mixed up the dates and had scheduled it for the wrong time, so I ran back to the studio to let Hiro know. So that's what all the ruckus was about. Oh, Dora reference. I haven't seen Dora in forever, so I wouldn't know. Did you run into anybody on your way back to the studio? Yeah, as I recall, I ran into Amelia. She just finished up calling Max and Olga. Okay. But yeah, let's see here. It was basically, work today was basically your Friday. They had you do the whole weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You got the next 3 days off. That's nice. Whole restaurant thing on the weekends is no joke, but they're really like putting you on there for the weekends. Doing that ever since you got back from the trip, and even the weekends before the trip. So, okay, I've got your alibi. Yeah, keep him busy with it then. It seems like. But there's a boss from Team Skull here. I'm sure he's going to cause troubles, or be careful. Boss from Team Skull here. Am I now going to be led along like Dora? Is that what's happening here now? Are you the one in charge of scheduling and managing assistant Pokemon? That's right. I'm really sorry that my mistake put you both in a dangerous spot. Yeah, next time pay closer attention. Don't worry about it. Neither of us were hurt. What's your alibi? You'll be able to get back to filming. I'd say the odds are 50-50. I've already put in a request for a new violin. You probably should have put in a request for new cameras first. But bad for Karina, but she'll have to use the new one. What's your alibi? I was in the studio ever since Karina finished her performance. I was making sure the staff knew the plan for the show, checking the footage and so on. They were in the studio then, too. I didn't see anyone leave or enter until Amelia and Keith came back. It seems like Hiro and the staff have a solid alibi. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Now that I think about it, this person couldn't be the culprit.
Assuming there's nobody covering for one another. Or anything, but if we were there... I don't know, I'm kind of playing on semi-autopilot right now. Are you still looking into the accident, Tim? Huh? Oh, don't... Or just... how do you do a hush? Shh! Don't mention the swapped violin until we're ready to catch the culprit. Right. Oh, I mean, yes. What's your alibi? You mean after Karina played? I was checking the dressing rooms to call on Max and Olga. You came back to the studio alone, didn't you? Weren't you able to find them? Oh no, not exactly. They both seemed like they were busy, so I just told them what I needed through the door. Oh, I see. And did you meet anyone else? Well, oh, I remember. Ran into Keith near the studio. Okay. Think about changing it there?
Keep gathering testimony.
Amzug instead? Do something a little bit more unique then? Alright, well there's... Why did it put yours there? Oh, just for where you were at, I guess. Well, once you met Keith. I ran into Keith on my way back to the studio. I'm standing near the entrance, but he looked very depressed. I was about to go report to Hiro that he messed up the assistant Pokemon's schedule. And you came back to the studio after that, right? That's right. Well. Okay, well, if I see it there. Well, there's only one person that has that bit badge, so it's not like I'm gonna get confused. At least. Yeah, I don't need to ask about your alibi, because you don't have a name. Hey, Tim. I don't think Hiro and the staff in the studio could have stolen the violin. In that case, maybe we should tell Hiro what really happened. If the culprit is related to the show somehow, maybe he'll know something. Good thinking. Don't forget to tell him to keep it a secret. Okay. Fine, I'll do that. Dang it! Yeah, I think the accident was more than just an accident trying to figure out exactly what happened. Hi. Dang it! So hard to select the right person.
Ah.
Jeez. Eh. What the culprit? I swear I pressed down. That showed on the inputs there, right? I hope. Just use the D-pad. Culprit. Violin was swapped out? You say there's someone here that did it? Yes. I can't imagine. No, actually, could it be that he... Do you know something? This is just a rumor, but I've heard Max has a lot of debt he needs to pay back. The violin was a very valuable one, so he may have stolen it so we could sell it. Sounds like Max could have a motive to steal the violin. Well, we have 2 people with potential motives. I keep getting stuck on the stupid lights or whatever those are. No clue. Hi, what do you know? What? You're still upset that I got chosen as the assistant over you? I got too full of myself. Sure, whatever you say. More importantly, there's something we need to ask you. You know anything about the accident that just happened? It was going around the dressing rooms while avoiding the staff here, so it doesn't know what was going on at the studio. Huh? Why was it doing that? Doing a bit of self-promotion. You're definitely persistent, I'll give you that. Okay, so I did press down. I don't know why it doesn't get these inputs sometimes. I don't know if that's a game thing or an emulator thing, or what the heck. There's an Ekans here now. Hey, why are they glaring at each other? My brain couldn't tell if it wanted to put a just in there before glaring. Let's see what they're saying. It's time to decide whose special talents are truly better. It's saying being able to smell the difference of foods with your tongue is more amazing. It's saying making laundry super clean with ultrasonic waves is way cooler. But that's like comparing lepa berries to orange berries. So, I can't just leave him like this. What do you think we should do? Acknowledge each other's talent. I didn't even read the other ones, honestly. To me, both of your talents are really impressive. Maybe you could agree that you both have some amazing skills and just make up. Anyway, you two need to make up, okay? Yeah, that's the sound of Magnemite in this game. It's literally just someone drowning, in the goofiest way. Come by to check on them later. Maybe something will have changed. Who are you? When in the world's gotten into Ekans? I just thought it was you for a moment. No, that's the sound Magnemite makes for some reason. I've never heard Magnemite make a sound like that in any other Pokemon media. But Ekans and Magnemite aren't normally the type to pick fights with other Pokemon. I wonder what set it off this time. Hi. Slithering Spiral. I really wish it said like Sneaky Snake or something. Don't get in your way. Hey, chill out. No need to look so scary. But Magnemite's talents are all mundane and useless. You think? I can see my mom getting excited about super clean laundry. But yeah. Yeah, it is something a little bit more unique, but oh, calm down. Shut this whole place down if you get too excited. I don't think the part by smell isn't unusual or interesting at all. Really? I can't think of any other Pokemon that smells through its tongue. Or probably some other snake ones. Huh? What about Magnemite and Ekans? Yeah, that's the sound it makes for some reason. Boring because I don't pay attention to you. It's like you're being left out. I don't think that means to be rude or anything, but maybe... But maybe Mawile just likes to have company. I don't know. Here's recording has gone over the scheduled time. Maybe the Pokemon are getting irritated. But I guess a Magnemite. Hope they can become friends before the actual filming starts. But seeing how they are now, that may be difficult. Shut! Stop! Okay. Okay, I'm leaving the drowning room. Wait. There's 2 separate doors here. So if one was the studio. Okay, so this is the studio. What's the other one then? The Magnemite preach. Preach, brother. Preach the drowning religion. Have I been in here? Violin case. Oh, this is just behind the thingamabob. Okay, but I don't think there's anything for me to do here. I don't believe. Okay. Nothing to investigate. But yeah. Man, you get something like that that shows up to your door like Jehovah's Witness, but then it just goes. I mean, I'd be like, what kind of religion is this? I'm intrigued.
What do you want?
Yeah, you bugged out over here. You again. What do you want now? Oh, come on. You're a detective. Don't let her intimidate you. Go on. Ask what you need to ask. What's your alibi? Were you darkening your skin? Where were you after we finished the first rehearsal? I stayed in my dressing room. I was giving Pruggly a nice brushing. Did anyone stop by during that time? One of the staff members came to call on me. I answered, although I didn't open the door. I see. Someone comes all the way to get you. The least you could do is open the door for them. Although, come to think of it, something odd happened after that. What's this something odd? Yeah, more Magnemite noises.
Testimony.
Yeah, I'm working at it. She didn't tell me what was intriguing yet. Strange occurrence. What was this strange occurrence? Someone came and beat on the door. I looked out through the fogged glass window, but didn't see anyone out there. I wonder what that was all about. So, apparently you discussed acquiring Karina's violin a few times with her. And so what if I did? Don't tell me you suspect I had anything to do with this whole thing. I wouldn't go and break such an instrument, even if she did refuse. Sorry. I'm the one who was worthy of that violin. It was destined to become mine. Oh, quick, Tim, change the subject. To leave. No, you're a strange occurrence. Man, what a yawn. Let's talk to you a bit before you take a nap. Yeah, what were you guys doing on the night of the 6th? You guys doing after we finished the rehearsal? Came back to the dressing room for a nap. Olga gave you a good brushing too, so your fur is all perfect. You know, I can't really tell. God, so she stole the violin. Yeah, it might be her. It might not be... I don't remember what his name is. I'll just call him Arthur, since he looks like Arthur from Fire Emblem Fates. So I don't remember his name. So maybe it's not Arthur after all. Then maybe it's her. Map of this floor. So maybe I was off base there. Maybe. You're a little bit more boosted than I am. But yeah, Max. No, Max is the name of the comedian guy. He was another guy that had the potential motive of money there. I'm making progress on alibi checks. Well, come on. You should know what to do. Is there somewhere you haven't checked yet? Like the studio or the sub-control room or the dressing rooms for the performers? I'm working on it. Leave me be. I'm working at it. Might well be.